They might as well get married and fuck. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Dry motherfuckers, because that's what the gacha space is infected with nowadays. A bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about and let their attention span of a nanosecond do the talking for them. We need to talk. Usually, I have a long intro, but since I feel a tad bit agitated today, I'm gonna skip the fucking intro and just get right into it. Cue the music. The gacha space. As you guys may know, I am primarily a gacha creator. I have been considering moving to other genres to not just preserve my channel, but also because of how the space has been. I have made 3 videos. Three videos where I make a thumbnail, yell at my laptop, edit, and publish to talk about how the gacha space is being at the moment. I originally made those videos because 1, it was funny to see how people were being, and 2, because I wanted content. Now, I'm motivated by many other things other than simple content. Now, don't get me wrong, I like what I'm doing. Having a small voice such as mine can make a few people think. Because of this, I like to think of myself, and anyone that does similar content as me, as a small but positive part of the space. But here's where things get interesting. When I made those videos, I was holding back a lot of the things I wanted to say because I might have earned the disapproval of my favorite creators. Now, my favorite creators are a part of the fucking problem. I think it's high time I let that pushy shit mentality go and say what I really want to say. Starting with our first problem, the toxicity. Now, because this space likes to follow a trend of being delusional and trying absolutely hard to make sure they get things wrong, I'm going to be using the dictionary so you know that I'm using things correctly. Again, starting with toxicity. Toxicity is defined as actions and attitudes that harm or manipulate others. If you want some examples, just look at the recent dramas. If you want to call these pathetic $2 shows run by man babies a drama to begin with. Ever since the dry patches of August 2024, the larger creators have been tinkering and concocting new ways to cause issues and controversies. I especially noticed this when the games were lacking content at the first appearance of this issue. Again, August 2024. The games were dry and they had to make money somehow, so they created dramas like the $10,000 MOC12 drama. And the reason why I think this drama seems a bit fake is because no person of sane mind or decent brain capacity would ever get that angry over a Memory of Chaos tournament. It's fucking Memory of Chaos, dude. And you may be thinking, oh, but it was a $10,000 tournament, that's a lot for them. Which is fair. But the fact that this drama went on for over 2 days doesn't make matters any more justified. And when Wuthering Waves released an actually good patch, which was 1.3, people still found ways to complain. Oh, what was such a joke, now it's just a harem. I already know people who complain about this either forgot what type of game they're playing, or didn't pay attention, because that's what the gacha space is infected with nowadays. A bunch of people who don't know what they're talking about and let their attention span of a nanosecond do the talking for them. That's pathetic. Okay, that was a lot of yelling, but that's besides the point. How this correlates to today is how the dramas have been non-stop. First, we had the Pokey Power Creep tweet. First, we had the Pokey Power Creep tweet. Then, we had the Genshin Impact lawsuit. And that later translates into whether kids should be vegan or not. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What else am I supposed to think besides, oh, this is definitely forced? Because that's what it seems like. There's some new drama between the same 2 creators, and tech don't appear for some fucking reason, and it's just there for the ride. That's how it's been for quite a bit now. This is pathetic. It's not like Atsu where there was an entire scandal and actual allegations and shit dropping several times a week. These people went from talking about whether a corporation of swindling bastards deserved to be sued or not to child abuse, which I think Pokey is wild for pretty much agreeing with, by the way. Display and abuse are 2 separate things, but that's not what we're here to talk about. Now, that was a long talk about toxicity, but the video is nowhere close to being over yet. Now we can have a talk about gacha tribalism, which is what inspired me to make this video today. Okay, let's tone it down a bit. Tribalism is defined as relating to or characteristic of a tribe. If you look at affiliations such as Kurobot, Hoyosho, etc., the list goes on for what could be considered tribalistic in this space. For an example of being tribalistic, look at sports. Lots of loyal fans, and they get seriously angry if you talk bad about their team and one of their star athletes. Same could be said about the Gacha space. Here's my interpretation. Kurobots find themselves to be better than Hoyoshos because they think they're better just because the devs of their games don't treat them like garbage. Hoyoshos defend their games due to time sunk, money sunk fallacy. They defend their games because the company makes more money, and what could be said about both of them is that both of the bots and shills find any way to make the other side look bad, just because a creator or player does something they don't like. The biggest Hoyosho I've seen is Pokey. The biggest Kurobot I've seen is Saint Tontas. Every other week, it feels as if these two are butting heads with each other to see which multi-million-dollar company is better. This right here is my biggest example of Gacha tribalism. Both defend their companies and games like their careers depend on it. And funny story, it kind of fucking does. Now, what would I be considered? A Kurobot? A Hoyosho? Here's my answer. I play whatever the fuck I want. Here are the games I play. Zone Zero, Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Nikke, AFK Journey. Any game that appeals to me, I play. The company made a good game, and I acknowledge that. As long as they don't directly scam the players and make sketchy cash offers, which I think the closest example to that could probably be FGO. As long as the game is able to be played with minimal spending or none, you have my attention. I don't care that Hoyoverse, the Gacha scumbag corporation, made two of my favorite games. They did a good job, and I'm going to accept that they did. I don't care that Kuro Games made Buwa. They made a version of Genshin that I like playing, so I don't care. And I don't care if Nikke is close to the creators of Tower Fantasy. They made a good game, and I'm going to play it. Do you see what I mean now? I have no definitive side. I only call out specific sides when those sides are being a bunch of fucking idiots. Like how I'm making this video now, yelling on my laptop screen. I come from a side where I just play my games, make small videos, and go on with my day. Seeing Pokey and Saint barking at each other just makes me go, oh, not this again, instead of actually finding any sort of entertainment out of it. They pursue each other so much, they might as well get married and fuck. That being said, there's one thing I want to talk about. Creators in general. Now, in terms of favorite creators in the gacha space, as much as I was yelling about Tectone earlier, he's my favorite creator in the space. He's fair, and he tries to be the gacha Jesus, as he likes to self-proclaim. Had a 2-message chat with him on Twitter, and I hope to talk more in the future, of course, but we'll see. Anyways, back on track here. Gacha content was a huge source of entertainment for me. It was good video after good video when the Atsu drama ended. Since I was just introduced to so many good creators as I was new to the space, I never ran out of things to watch. But now, even with Tectone, I struggle to want to watch these videos all the way through. Tectone kept repeating the same shit. Pokey kept repeating the same shit. Everyone was repeating the same shit. Jump-starting the same dramas. It got so fucking old. And now I went from having tons of entertainment to pretty much zero, since everyone decided to repeat themselves over and over and over and over again. I lost all motivation to watch these dry motherfuckers repeat the same shit every day. I made this video in hopes I could have a discussion with some of you watching. I like watching you guys in my comments talking with each other and sharing your thoughts. It's so sweet. It gives me insight as the creator and also gives me things to think about. I said all this because I want to see what you guys think. Now with that being said, that's about it for today's video. Okay, I did so much yelling in this video. I think after I talk this outro out, I'm gonna fucking get a drink or something. Holy shit. Alright, anyways, if you enjoyed, please be sure to like the video and subscribe for more Gacha gaming content. We're trying to reach 500 subs, so subscribe to make that possible. Comment down below what you want to see next, and check out my community tab and Discord for updates on upcoming videos. Be sure to also check out my Twitter. I shitpost, reply my favorite creators, and some dumbasses, so check that out as well. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!